Hey Country Heat people, what's up? Hey guys, how's it going? First and foremost, happy Monday to all of you. I'm going live here in our page, I hope. Kind of impromptu, but I wanted to kick off our Country Heat group week 4 with a quick video and a quick intro from me. Hi! I am going to be your coach leader for the final week of this challenge. Can you guys freaking believe it? We're already in week 4. I'm gonna set this up here if I can. Nope, no I can't. Whatever. Anyway, guys, hey, my name is Becky. If you haven't met me yet, I'll just do a quick intro for those of you that don't know me. I am a coach on this team. I'm peers with John and Marcy and Amy and all the other cool coaches in this group. But like I said, I'm going to be leading this group for the last week of our challenge, week 4, as we wrap up this first Country Heat challenge group. So anyway, I'm super excited to, good morning, Michelle. How are you? Thanks for hopping on. I'm excited to lead this group for the week, guys. I have been watching all of you, and you're doing flippin' phenomenal. I love seeing all the post check-ins, especially from yesterday, where you're showing us your progress and more importantly, tracking your progress, especially using the Challenge Tracker app. It's so important to keep your eye on that goal, right, and not lose sight of it, especially as we get here into like the, I don't know, 3rd hour, right? Wrapping up week 3, sometimes it's hard to stay, I find it hard to stay focused. So anyway, let me tell you about me real quick so that you know who you're talking to. Like I said, my name is Becky. I've been a coach here with these guys for like 3 years almost. Just like all of you, I started as a coach on my own personal fitness journey. I had gained some weight after my wedding, and I could not get it off my butt with all the running I was doing, right? I was like, there's no way I can actually run anymore, and I'm like at my max and I'm not seeing any results. So I dusted off that old copy of Insanity that was sitting on my shelf for like 2 years, and got plugged into a challenge group like this and rocked it. The accountability was like the biggest thing ever. And then also the food. I'm a super foodie. I love to eat. I will eat anything and everything and lots of it. And for years, I was always doing that thing that you hear that doesn't work, right? Trying to out-exercise a crappy diet. And I can attest it does not work. So it wasn't until really the Beachbody programs, and especially the Portion Fix container system, really taught me that healthy eating is not as hard as I thought it was. It definitely takes practice, but it's worth it, right? And it's something that you can figure out, especially when you have an awesome group like this to help you. So anyway, that's me, guys, in a nutshell. Right now, I am doing Country Heat. I'm a little bit behind everybody in this group because I did the Ultimate Reset at the beginning of August, which is like a food-based program only. You don't work out. So I'm super excited to be back to working out. Country Heat is the bomb. It's so fun. I just like can't wipe this silly grin off my face the whole time I'm doing it. So I hope you guys feel the same. But yeah, the food part of Country Heat I found was awesome. It's the same. It's very similar to what I'm used to with 21 Day Fix and all those programs. So that just makes my life easier. And yeah, I'm loving it. I hope you guys are loving it too. Like I said, I've been following your results, and you guys are rocking it. I love all your check-ins. I love the progress that we're seeing and the energy that you've sustained over this whole group. It's really impressive. So keep going. This is your final week, right? If you started at the beginning of this group when John kicked things off, you should be on week 4 right now, right? So if you're following that calendar exactly, you should be on week 4. So this video, right, I titled it Motivation, or Monday Motivation, Meal Plan and Prep. So this week, I feel like, having been through so many Beachbody programs, that the final week of your program is really your opportunity to crush it, right? The finish line is in sight, right, which is always awesome, right, because you can just like reach out and grab it. But what I mean is you can crush it because you can focus in on your meal plan and totally impact your results, your final results, right? So even if from day 1 until now you've been like this, like I usually do, right, with the meal plan, You can take this week and just crush it, and you will see a massive difference in your results at the end. I promise you that all those sayings that you hear over and over and over again that probably get annoying, right? Of your results are 70% what you do in the kitchen and 30% your workouts and the fact that you move. It's so true. It's so true. I have personally done a lot of programs, but I haven't personally always followed the meal plan exactly. And I can tell you every single time my end results, the pounds I lost, the way my body shape changed, inches lost, or even how I felt, how I physically felt, and also how accomplished I felt from doing the program was hands down determined by how closely I followed the eating plan. So I want to show you guys what I'm doing today. If you haven't already, like on the weekend, if you didn't take any time to plan out your meals or your meal plan for this coming week, I encourage you guys to do that today, right? Meal plan Monday, meal prep Monday, and then set aside a little bit of time, right? You can do a really good amount of meal prep in about 30 minutes. So if you didn't get to it, block off 30 minutes after you fix dinner tonight and just get some stuff prepared so that you have your tool belt on, you have your plan locked and loaded for this week so that you don't get tempted to veer off course right here at the finish line, right? We want you to get the best results you possibly can, and sticking to that meal plan is what's going to really show you the results in your body. Okay, so I want to show you what I'm doing this morning. Hello, here's my house. So this morning I'm actually doing some meal prep, and you can see I've made like a massive mess. Yay for that. I'll walk you through what I'm doing. So here's my tip, guys. Vegetables are awesome for you, but not if they rot in the fridge, which is what I used to love to do. So what I found this morning was that my broccoli was starting to get a little weird. This was getting dry. So I decided, all right, fine, I'm going to chop all this stuff up. I have a great recipe for a vegetable soup. It has like a miso, if you've ever had miso soup at an Asian restaurant, it has this miso based stuff in it. You could use vegetable broth, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to make all this stuff into a quick soup, right? That way I can stick it in the fridge, or I can halves it up and put half of it in the freezer so that if it ever actually gets cold here in Florida, I will eat that. But yeah, I'm not wasting my food, and I'm also getting myself some quick meals that I can grab, right? So I mean, like, yeah, maybe tomorrow you don't want to eat soup, but who the heck cares? It's healthy, it's got all good ingredients, and it's better than grabbing a burger from the drive-thru. All right, same thing. I found this recipe from the Ultimate Reset for it's like black beans that you season with like some cumin and chili powder and all that jazz, and you mix it up with some rice. So literally what I would do is I would dig out this guy, remember, yellow? If I go to eat whatever protein, chicken, fish, steak, doesn't matter, I would literally just like scoop out a yellow of that stuff because it tastes amazing. And that would be my yellow for the day, right? Or maybe I might do two. But this is all ready to go, and it will keep in the fridge for like a week at least. This leftovers. This is kale that I had previously I chopped it up, I guess. And this stuff, kale is weird. I don't really like to eat it raw, but there's a great recipe that I just tried. It's for coconut kale. So you basically saute this with some onion. Yeah. And then you pour a little, like a quarter cup of coconut milk on it. I don't recommend using coconut milk a lot because it is a higher calorie food, but you just drizzle a little bit on the kale and it gives it like a really cool flavor, and it wilts it down like you would saute spinach. Okay? Here's the other half of the kale, right? We can only seem to buy kale in giant amounts, and so what I did is I just put a little olive oil on this. If you guys were here a couple weeks ago, we did a recipe for kale chips. So that's what I've done here, right? So I basically took the kale, took off all the stems, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, put it in the oven for 15 minutes to wilt it down and kind of crisp it up. Problem is unless you eat it right away, it gets soggy really fast, which is what this is. This is my dehydrator from Nesco. I originally got it because I wanted to make jerky. But anyway, you take this thing off, throw the kale on there, plug it in, put it on low, and just let it sit there and dehydrate for a few hours or overnight, doesn't matter. And it comes out like crispy, like potato chips. It's freaking awesome. I think that's all the meal prep I've done this morning. So I'm going to make the soup here in a second, and I'm going to saute down the kale here. And that way, guys, I've got all the veggie stuff. Nothing is rotting in my fridge. I'll go over to my fridge. and I have vegetable sides that are ready to go. Luckily, let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see back there, those three. My husband is the guy that handles the grill. I don't like to grill because I feel like I'm going to blow myself up. But so he's already grilled up like turkey burgers, lean hamburger patties, chicken breasts, right? He's already grilled all that stuff, and they're in the fridge. That's how we eat. That's how we stay on this meal plan, is because like when you're busy, you're during the work day, I just literally go to the fridge and I'm like, okay, I need a red of some protein that sounds good. I need a veggie of some kind. I need a yellow, done. Meal over with, right? Either pop it in the microwave or throw it in the oven to warm it back up, and you're good to go. That is how I stay on the rails with these meal plans, is I make sure to take enough time to just prep the ingredients, and then I figure out my meals as I go based on like what sounds good, right? So anyway, guys, that's my tips for you this morning. It's great to see all your faces. What I would love from you all this week is show me your meal plan and prep. Show me what you're doing. There's like 100-something people in here. I do mine a certain way, but I know you do yours your way. And so there is loads that we can learn from each other, for sure. So post up your meal plan. If you make one for the whole week or you make one for the day, share with us what your plan is for your food in this final week. How are you going to stay on the rails? How are you going to dial it in so that come Sunday night, you're like, boom, I rocked it, and I am going to have some freaking bomb diggity after pictures. Okay, so share with us your meal plan and prep strategy here on this Monday, and we can launch into this final week together, prepared and ready to go. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I'm about to crank up my country heat workout, and I will talk to you guys a little later. Mwah!